Nostradamus foresaw ambitious leaders pushing humanity to its brink. His false messiah warns of charismatic figures creating division under promises of salvation. Predictions hint at tech-driven control where humans lose autonomy to AI and wealth disparity deepens. Space escapism leaves Earth's troubles for the masses, and unchecked environmental damage leads to disaster. Nostradamus' warnings reveal a choice: let hubris lead to ruin, or learn to steward technology and power responsibly, avoiding a foreseen apocalyptic reckoning. Technological overreach and the creation of a new threat. Nostradamus' vision of machines and artificial beings. Nostradamus prophesied about beasts made by man that turn against their creators, bringing unforeseen harm. He may have been hinting at artificial intelligence and technologies beyond human control. The technological overreach and the creation of a new threat. Nostradamus' vision of machines and artificial beings. Nostradamus prophesied about beasts made by man that turn against their creators, bringing unforeseen harm. He may have been hinting at artificial intelligence and technologies beyond human control. Musk's AI ambitions through Neuralink, OpenAI, and other ventures. Musk explores merging human minds with AI and developing powerful autonomous systems. While intended to advance humanity, these technologies carry significant risks. Nostradamus' warnings about artificial beings could point to a future where AI outgrows human command, potentially posing existential threats. This is a modern iteration of human hubris, believing we can control what we create indefinitely, ignoring potential apocalyptic scenarios where such creations become a threat to humanity itself. The charismatic leader in the shadow of autocracy. Prophecies of a false messiah. Nostradamus warns of leaders who present themselves as saviors but are secretly self-serving, exploiting fears and divisions. These figures gather followers who believe in their promises of salvation or a return to glory, but ultimately lead societies into greater turmoil. Trump's polarizing leadership. Trump's rise reflects this prophecy in his portrayal as a figure fighting for forgotten Americans. However, his polarizing tactics and disregard for norms stirred deep national divides.
Dog Tanner, fastest gun in the West. See Biff's humble beginnings and how a trip to the racetrack on his 21st birthday made him a millionaire overnight. Share in the excitement of a fabulous winning streak that earned him the nickname the luckiest man on earth. Learn how Biff parlayed that lucky winning streak into the vast empire called Biffco. Discover how in 1979 Biff successfully lobbied to legalize gambling and turned Hill Valley's dilapidated courthouse into a beautiful casino hotel.
Just want to say one thing. God bless America.
Meet the women who shared in his passion as he searched for true love. And relive Biff's happiest moment, as in 1973 he realized his lifelong romantic dream by marrying his high school sweetheart, Lorraine Baines McFly.
Good times, John.
Nostradamus' false messiah could be interpreted as a caution against leaders who create cult-like followings while risking democratic principles, leading followers astray with ideals that may eventually breed further conflict and societal damage. Escapism and abandonment of Earth. Vision of a desperate exodus. Nostradamus foretells of times when humanity will attempt to flee Earth, driven by crises and the belief that they can find salvation elsewhere. However, he warns that this exodus may abandon the majority to suffer in a degraded environment. Musk's Mars colonization. While Musk frames Mars as a backup for humanity, it could also suggest a vision where only the wealthy escape a damaged Earth, leaving others behind in increasingly dire conditions. Nostradamus may have foreseen such a future as a path to even greater societal divides, where the elite choose escape over restoration, leading to a desolate Earth for those left behind.
Surprise!
I'm not just MAGA. I'm dog gothic MAGA. America's just not just going to be great. America is going to reach heights that it has never seen before. The future is going to be amazing!
Loss of humanity through integration with machines. Prophecy of becoming less than human. Nostradamus speaks of humanity drifting from its essence, pursuing artificial means to extend life or intelligence, yet losing their human spirit in the process. His words hint at humans becoming more mechanical than human. Neuralink and beyond. Musk's Neuralink aims to merge human minds with technology, potentially advancing human capabilities, but at the risk of erasing core elements of human experience. Nostradamus' warning about becoming less than human could refer to this blending of organic and artificial, where the pursuit of enhancement leads to a kind of dehumanization, reducing humans to machines that serve a function rather than beings with free will and individuality. Economic collapse and the domination of an elite class. A vision of ruin and wealth disparity. Nostradamus describes societies divided by extreme wealth, where the few control resources while the masses suffer. He foresees uprisings and anger towards this elite class, warning of the inevitable conflict it will bring. The growing divide, with both Musk's wealth accumulation and Trump's policies often benefiting the elite. This disparity echoes Nostradamus' warnings. Economic inequality has deepened in recent years, potentially fueling a future where the masses rebel against a wealthy minority. Nostradamus' ruin could manifest as social upheaval, where unchecked wealth disparity leads to destabilization, unrest, and ultimately the collapse of current economic systems. Digital manipulation and the illusion of freedom. Prophecies of mirrors and illusions. Nostradamus describes an era of mass manipulation, where people are misled by what they see and hear, unable to discern reality from illusion. Social media and digital influence. Both Trump and Musk have wielded social media to shape public perception, manipulating markets, politics, and social attitudes. The dark side here is the creation of a world where digital platforms controlled by a few powerful voices warp reality, leading to a state where people live in echo chambers and illusions. Nostradamus' warning about illusions could reflect this world of digital misinformation, where freedom of thought is subtly replaced by carefully curated narratives, eroding individual autonomy. Artificial saviors and the worship of technology. The new gods prophecy. Nostradamus hints at times when humanity would turn to new idols or gods to save them, figures or technologies that are idolized and trusted without question, only to betray that trust. Musk's role as a tech visionary. Musk's status as a figure of hope in technology reflects this trend, where people see tech leaders as modern-day saviors. However, the reliance on technology as a fix-all can lead to unintended consequences, such as increased surveillance, social control, and dependence on entities that prioritize profit over welfare. Nostradamus' new gods. Prophecy warns of misplaced faith in technology or figures who promise salvation, cautioning that these saviors might ultimately exploit or abandon humanity. Climate catastrophe and human hubris. Prophecies of natural disasters as judgment. Nostradamus frequently describes fire, floods, and ecological devastation, often as consequences of human actions or neglect. He envisions a time when humanity's disregard for nature will lead to judgment in the form of environmental calamities. Trump's environmental policies and Musk's space efforts. Trump's deregulation policies have been criticized for accelerating environmental harm, while Musk's vision of leaving Earth reflects a belief that the planet may become unlivable. Nostradamus' prophecy could be seen as a warning that Earth's degradation is not only a physical risk but a moral one, a judgment on humanity's inability to steward its own habitat. The dark outcome would be an uninhabitable world, where environmental collapse drives humans either to desperation or despair, with no escape. Emergence of an invisible control over society. The invisible hand. Prophecy. Nostradamus warns of powers that operate unseen, manipulating societies and governing from the shadows. This could imply an elite or technological entity that controls human life without direct accountability. Big tech and surveillance. As companies like Tesla and Twitter gain unprecedented influence, they shape not only markets but societal norms, often without public oversight. The integration of surveillance technology into daily life aligns with Nostradamus' invisible hand, where unseen forces, corporations, or governments watch, influence, and control behavior. The dark implication here is a future where true freedom is an illusion, as lives become increasingly monitored, shaped, and directed by corporate interests and AI-driven agendas. War and the final reckoning. The Great War. Prophecy. Nostradamus often alludes to a final catastrophic conflict, a reckoning brought by ambitious leaders who pursue power at the cost of peace. This war is described as apocalyptic, suggesting a culmination of humanity's errors and ambitions. Geopolitical tensions and technological arms, with space exploration turning militarized and tensions rising globally. Musk's SpaceX contracts with the military and Trump's defense policies reflect a march toward this prophecy. Nostradamus' warnings of a great war align with the potential for technology-driven conflicts, whether through AI weaponization, cyber warfare, or military escalation in space. This final reckoning is depicted as inevitable if humanity continues to prioritize dominance over diplomacy, leading to an outcome where technological advancements create tools of unparalleled destruction, fulfilling Nostradamus' darkest predictions.
The time of robots is over. We have achieved a new level between people and technology. People and machines are finally united as one single being. But what price did we pay for this? Who really controls our mind and flesh this time? We improved ourselves until we lost control of our own nature. we do to stop it?
Conclusion: a future on the edge of transformation or collapse. The combined ambitions of leaders like Musk and Trump resonate with Nostradamus. Prophecies of innovation, disruption, and conflict. Each embodies forces of change, but also potential darkness pushing humanity toward unprecedented transformation while flirting with existential risks. Nostradamus' prophecies suggest that the path humanity follows under such leaders could either elevate it to new heights or drive it into a cycle of ruin. The dark side, as Nostradamus might see it, isn't merely in the individuals but in humanity's own hubris, willingness to ignore consequences, and blind faith in technological or charismatic saviors. The choice, ultimately, lies with humanity to heed these warnings or to repeat the cycles Nostradamus forewarned, potentially facing an apocalyptic reckoning if the lessons go unlearned. Could Nostradamus' darkest prophecies be more than just ancient poetry? As technology and power collide in the hands of modern titans, do we risk fulfilling these cryptic warnings, or is there still time to change the course of our future?